Hi guys, it's Ashley or Ashy Cutie. So this is a compilation of longer versions of the shorts I posted while I was away on vacation. And there's some extra content added in, but I meant to get this out sooner than I am, but I got home from vacation and then I immediately turned around and came to my grandparents' house, and then I got sick. You can probably tell from my voice. I'm getting over it now, but so unfortunately, I was sick before my trip, and now I'm sick again, like shortly after my trip. So you guys will be hearing me be sick here and there for the next couple videos, probably. But yeah, I meant to get this out sooner. I'm just having a really hard time like getting back into content that I started before I left because I had intended to have it all finished before I left and I just didn't. Um, but I hope you guys enjoy anyway. And yeah. So this is my mini pocket sketchbook series so far. I hope you enjoy. I am going on a trip pretty soon, and I want to bring along this little pink Lecterm pocket sketchbook, just to like put it in my purse and, have it for if I have any downtime or I'm bored and I just want to, whip something out. Now, if I'm going to put this in my purse, I am going to need some drawing utensils to go along with it. Now, while I was at my grandparents' last time, I happened to bring home a baggie of various, pens and writing utensils and stuff. And within that, I found these two mini mechanical pencils that I have put regular lead in this one, and then my favorite pink Pilot Eno lead in this one. And I had to replace the erasers as well. And then there was also this mini click eraser that is about the same size. So these will be perfect to put in my purse for my little sketchbook. But I was kind of looking around my stuff and I was like, oh, I need something to like put this in so they're just not like loose in my purse. And I happen to have these Pokemon tins on my desk right now for another video actually. But I happen to just kind of like look at them and be like, oh, those will probably, work based on the size. I want to keep these two nice, so I'm not going to use either of these. But I happen to already have one that inhabits my purse. Usually I put like lip gloss and other stuff in it like that. But so it's actually one I thrifted a while back and it's kind of already dented and stuff, so. But I noticed that it is like everything is coincidentally, kind of matching, so that is very fun and cute. And I think it will serve me well to go in my purse. Along with these mini like drawing utensils, I also found these Sharpie micros, but obviously Sharpies are pretty tricky, I guess, to use, in a sketchbook. So I am going to test them out and see if I want to include any of these in my mini kit. So first things first, I'm going to swatch, and then I will maybe draw something on a page. So I'm not too worried about this page right here, just because I do think I want to like acquire some stickers where I am going on my trip, so to like do a little like cover page, a little like, you know, intro page, whatever. So I'm not super concerned about bleed through, so I'm gonna do it here. And here is our finished page. This is just a variety of like creatures and characters I've created, and some like elements, different elements I have. Here is the bleed through. I'd say it's probably like a medium-ish bleed through, but I do think I'm going to include one of these in my little sketchbook tin kit, and I think it's going to be this dark blue one, which is this one right here. This is my character Astro, but I think it is close enough to like black that if I really felt like I wanted to like ink something, I think this would be a good one. These are kind of old markers, so I feel like they were a little bit dry, but I don't know, I feel like including one couldn't hurt. But I think I'm going to talk about further changes to my little kit in another short, so stay tuned for that one. This is turning out to be a larger series than I thought. So I put together this mini sketchbook kit to put in my purse on a trip I am going on, and this is the initial kit that I put together. Just 2 mini mechanical pencils and a mini eraser and the extra lead, but I do think there is room to expand upon this. So first of all, I just tested out these Micro Sharpies, these Sharpie Micros. I don't even know if they make these anymore. These are pretty old, but I have decided to include this dark blue one, this like navy blue one, just in case I want something like this. And while I was drawing that page, I kind of used my other pieces, and this clickable eraser is not great. When you press down to erase something, it like pushes in. See, So I think instead of this, I am going to just include a regular little eraser. And I don't know if these will fit in here with this stuff, but I picked up these tiny little school glue sticks today, and I'm gonna see if it will fit in here. Otherwise, I'll probably just put it in my like pencil case, like my larger pencil case that I tote around. We have our little pencil leads, our little glue stick, our little pens, our little Sharpie Micro, and our eraser. So far, this is my little sketchbook kit. Again, I do think there is room for improvement here. So that is Sketchbook Tin. Version 2, I guess. I will update you guys if I change anything about this. I think this is the last short I want to do in preparation for my trip about this little pocket sketchbook, but I want to pick out some stickers to maybe, stick in and on this little lectern, and maybe pack some for taking with me. So I'm gonna do that. Alright, so here is my sticker stash. These are mostly my like individual stickers. I think we've got to take a little coin sticker. These are my stickers. I made them and printed them. You'll see me put them on things often. These are 2 variants that I made. I'm going to set those aside. This little paint palette guy is cute. More coin stickers. I kind of want to put this one on the front, but I also have this sticker, which would look cute with it, I think. Yeah, I think those would look really cute on the front, so I'm going to set those aside, and maybe we'll put them on the front. Actually, it will, I think it will kind of match my bigger sketchbook, so I think that's a good choice. I don't know if we're taking American Airlines, but I will pack that one. Now I want to put some like destination stickers to where we're going, and we are going to Ohio. So I got this one at the Cleveland Museum of Art, and then obviously these 2. I don't know, yeah, they should fit in there. I'll put those aside. Oh, of course, I'm going to Las Vegas. Of course, I need to bring my little card dice stickers. I could put this on the inside. I'm not seeing any more. Oh, maybe this one. I made this one too. And I think I printed 2 of them, and I think one of them is in my other sketchbook, but I maybe will put that one with that. I did buy this recently, and I think it might have an obstagoon in it, so let's see if it does. It should, because this is Galar. This goes up to Galar. This has every Pokemon up to like Pokemon Sword and Shield, I think. There he is, right there. Obstagoon. He will have to go in. So I'm gonna stick, hopefully he sticks on this and I can get him off. It's not perfect, but it'll work. Alright, so we want to put these guys on the cover. Oop. Do I want to do it sideways like that, or like, I think I like it up and down. Let's center it. That's not even at all. Alright, I think that's good for decorating for right now. I just put these 2 on the front, and then my little name sticker. I drew these and printed these. These are just sticker paper on like my regular printer. They're not bad, I don't think. They're a little like grainy, as you can see, but they're also just like sticker paper. They're not actually like sticker, like a vinyl sticker. So so this is what I am packing along with me. So I ended up immediately hating that because this elastic cut through this heart sticker, and so I peeled them off and I rearranged them, and there's some room for improvement, like for more stickers right here. So yeah, this is my mini sketchbook that I'm taking with me on my trip. Alright, so I am still on my trip. I'm going home tomorrow as I am filming this, and I'm planning on filming a larger haul at some point, but I went to a like discount bin place and I found 3 Sonny Angels, and so I thought I would open them up on camera. And so I have a Sonny Angel Marine series. I think this is just a regular Sonny Angel. And then I have 2 Hippers. I have the Harvest and the Dreaming series. And so I'm going to open them up here and now. I figured I would start with the Hippers because they are kind of beat up box-wise. I hope I get... I don't know, I'm not too picky. The bunny, maybe? The bunny, or the fawn, or the giraffe, maybe? Alright, let's see. So, I got the pig. I don't know if this is official, but it's whatever. I paid like $3 for these each. This one is a little wonky. I don't know if these are official. And the harvest. I hope I get the cherry, or the mushroom would be cute. I don't know. I'm not super picky about these guys. Oh my god, it's the radish. This one looks better. He's cute. So we got the pig and the radish. Alright, and now we have the Marine series, which I think is like a standing one. I really hope I get the starfish on this one. I think it's the jellyfish. Jellyfish. So those are cute. I have to cover them up. I really love the radish, honestly. Anyway, so those are my little Sonny Angels. Alright, it is July 24th as I am filming this. It's pretty late in the night. It might not even be. It is almost midnight. And I should be sleeping, honestly. But I've been home since last night, and we are turning around and headed to my grandparents', which is still in the same state I live in, but 3 hours away. So I won't have a chance to film this part if I don't do it now. And I had a pretty crazy, hectic day, and I had to like gather up all my stuff for various things and gather up all of this stuff. But I had not a great, amazing time in Las Vegas on my vacation. I'm gonna be honest, nothing like super bad happened, just like dealing with family and being treated like shit. Um, and so I didn't have the greatest, amazing time. I did win some money. I won about $160 on the last day. Um, so, uh, yeah, so that's good. But because I was having kind of a rough time, I did overcompensate on trinkets and um, souvenirs and stuff. I didn't buy a lot of this stuff. My parents bought some for me, and my grandmother bought some for me, but I did buy some of it. Um, but I have quite the extensive haul to show you guys. So, first of all, obviously, I went to OmegaMart. So, uh, that is one thing I did get to do in Vegas. I wanted to go, and because I was having kind of a rough time and we had free time, sort of, me and my parents made it happen. And it's not too it was like a 10-minute Uber away from, like, we were staying on the strip, obviously. And it's about 10-minute Uber. I had to ride in a Tesla, you guys. Um, but so that was really cool. I do wish like I don't think I'll ever go to Vegas again, but like if I ever got the opportunity to, I do feel like that is a something that like you could spend multiple days on. Um and Because it's in like a big like experience mall kind of like that. And then Omega Mart is part of it. So I am going to break this up into three different categories. First of all, stuff from Vegas, like souvenirs, and then I have some junk journal stuff, stuff that I bought and collected, and then I have some like thrift store, discount store stuff. Um, but let's get started, I guess. So this is my pile of junk journal stuff. I think and it's shoved in a little folder that I bought at Dollar Tree. Um, so again, half of this is like just like random paper ephemera I collected from like various places we went to, or like stuff I bought. First, we have a tag to a dress I bought, and I wore. Actually, I wore it at. We went to the Tournament of Kings show at Excalibur, which is kind of like medieval times, and I wore that there. The show was okay, and then I have some Sonny Angel trash. You guys will have seen this clip, but I got some Sonny Angels, and I saved the trash from them. Alright, so of course I bought lots of stickers. I really wanted some sort of Las Vegas sticker to put in my little sketchbook that you guys saw at the beginning of this video, and we'll probably see later on this video because I have to film another segment about it. But I wanted some Las Vegas stickers that were kind of small, and I really like these poker chips. And then, so one of the days we were just walking around the casinos, and we went to the Luxor, Excalibur, and MGM. Like they're all interconnected. So we walked through all of those, and so I that was a day I was feeling pretty shitty. And so I got some stuff at this King Tut's experience. Hold on. This is the bag. Um, Discover King Tut's tomb. It's like, I think like a museum experience kind of thing, but I just went in the gift shop and I got some stickers, and I promised I'd share these with my mom, but these are cool. And then also that like day, so I saw someone walking around with a cup from it, but I got to go, and I was like, I really want to do that, and that was the day I was feeling shitty, so like I wanted to be able to do it. I got to go to the Hello Kitty Cafe, which is like basically a food truck outside of one of the casinos, and I got a drink there, and it was like a slushie because it was so hot, but it wasn't great, but that's okay. And I do have a souvenir I bought from there, but this is just like the bag, and then they put my souvenir in this, and then I kept the napkins too, and then a bag from Las Vegas, and then these are thrifted stickers. I didn't get them. I got them for like 50 cents each. You can see 50 cents. But I just thought they were cute. And then this is a little like piece of parchment paper from I went to Guy Fieri's restaurant with some people I was with and my parents and stuff, and they put the food on this, and I thought it was cool, so I snatched it up real quick, but unfortunately it got some grease on it. They actually did have napkins with like this design on it, which I thought were cute, but that will be cool for my junk journal, I think. And then I have some stuff from OmegaMart, of course. I got a whole lot of stuff from OmegaMart. I got a sticker sheet, and here's like the like this is like the hanging part of it. But I really liked this Daikon guy. They had like plushies of him, and I really wanted one, but I didn't like really feel like that it was like worth it. Like I mean, it would have been like I like it, but it was like it was $35 for a little plush. And I was like, I don't really know if that's very useful to me, even though like I do collect. Obviously, I collect stuffed animals and plushies and stuff, but like I don't want to blow my budget on a Daikon plush. But so I found this, and I was like, I found this, and I was like happy because like it has all of the like different like iconic stuff on it. And then I did get the logo stickers. I think my mom wanted one of these. So and we like promised to share the like sticker sheets and stuff. So I think that is all of my junk journaling stuff. But next I am going to do my like thrifted discount stuff. All right, so first off, I think my mom bought this actually, and I don't know if she'll use it or I'll use it, but we went to this discount place called Bins, and it's like an Amazon return store basically, but like they dump everything in bins. Like if you've seen like the Goodwill bins, it's kind of like that, but it's like returns or like clearance stuff, and every day they have different prices for the items. So some days it could be $7, some days it could be $1 or like 25 cents. We went on $3 day, and she found this, and it is actually an Evolutions like Pokemon card binder, but she might use it for like stickers, or I might use it. I might paint it and obviously use it for like cards and stuff. Because I did, if you haven't seen the video, I did do a like custom card binder using a similar card binder like this. And it's probably one of my favorite projects that I've done recently. And it's just like so personal to me. And it's really cool and functional, I feel like. So I might do that with this one. But I'll have to see if my mom wants it first, because she bought it. She thought it was cats. And I was like, Mom, that's Pokemon. And she's like, those don't look like Pokemon. I'm like, they're cat Pokemon. Well, they're foxes, but whatever. But anyway, so card binder. And then I have a wooden box. It's got stuff in it right now. But I bought this because I have been doing a lot of wood painting. And I've been doing a lot of wood painting with the focus on that I might try and start selling stuff. And I was like, well, this is like perfect. And where are you going to find a like a wooden box, a nice wooden box for $3? You guys will have already seen this. Obviously, I've said it before, but I did get some Sonny Angels. I'm trying to cover up their bits. There goes Nat's head. So I did get two hippers. I do love the radish the most. I will have to put him somewhere. And then a pig hipper. And then a standing, like, he's supposed to be a jellyfish, but I kind of don't like him. I might use him as custom fodder. I might customize him. I don't know what, because like his head is already pretty round, so like I could probably make him into anything. So I might customize him. And then I got this. This is like a Pokemon Mega Box. It's Salandit, Salandit. I don't know. I need to go to bed. And then I got some Squishmallow stuff. I got two original, like the first wave of the McDonald's Squishmallows. I find these all of the time. And I have some of them from like when they were at McDonald's. So I kind of like, I like collecting them from thrifting because like I have some of them and I don't think I'll ever collect all of them, but these were like 25 cents. So, and then I have one from the latest wave of McDonald's Squishmallows, which I also have some of. And I did want this one, and I didn't get it out of the like 6 Happy Meals I ate when they were in McDonald's. And then this is a regular Micro Mallow. This is Miri, the like rosy maple moth. And I think I have her somewhere. I feel like I have her. I don't know. I feel like I have her, but I love, I love the Micro Mallows. I love miniature stuff. So speaking of miniature Squishmallows, I also got this at the discount place I talked about, the discount bins. And these are Squish-Along Easter set. And it's very cute. I have some Squish-Alongs. And again, I love miniature stuff, and these are perfect for like doll props. And they're just so cute. I actually have, hold on, right there on my bed. So the very first, well, he's not the very first Squishmallow I ever bought, but he is like my most used Squishmallow. This is the Squishmallow I've slept with for a very long time. I don't remember when I bought him, like 2020 maybe? 2019, something like that. But he is very well loved. And obviously this isn't the same Squishmallow, but that is also a bunny. So I don't know. I really love this little set. So some Squish-Alongs. And that is it for my thrifted stuff. Actually, I lied. I just realized as I was cleaning up, I have this sitting next to me. I got this from the discount bins place. It's probably supposed to be like a stadium bag, but I love a clear bag, and I think it'd be so cute to put like trinkets in or like make it into an eat bag, in some way, shape, or form. And it has a Posca pen in it. But yeah, it's a cute little like stadium eat a bag, and it's kind of malformed, but it's cute. And it was $3, so like where are you gonna get this for $3? Anyway, all right, moving on to our last category, which is Vegas souvenirs. So along with the stickers, I did get a couple things from OmegaMart. All right, so I actually had to go ask my dad where this was because I was worried that it was lost. But I did get a pin of my Daikon guy that I liked so much. And I think this is way more practical than the plush that I liked. And I also got a t-shirt because they had a hat that I also liked, and I don't wear hats. So I was like, okay, for the same price, I can get a t-shirt, and I feel like that's way more practical. And also, this one has like a bunch of the more like well-known iconography on it, and it's also purple, which I like purple. But like it has the little spray bottle animal guy, and then this isn't the icon, but he's a dancing carrot, I think, and he's close. But I like this. It's cute, and I feel like it's way more practical than the hat that I liked. And then I'm gonna save my like favorite thing for last, but so OmegaMart was a part of this building called Area 15, and OmegaMart was like half of it, I would say. And then there was like a bunch of different other experiences that you could go. It's kind of like a mall, like a big mall, but they're not stores. They're more like museum or like experiences or like games. And so one of the things there is an arcade, and like you get $5 worth of tokens with your package or whatever. And we did play some games, and they give you this little pouch. We kept our pouch, and I did have a handful of coins left at the end, but and I decided to keep 2 of them, and I gave the rest to, like, some guy came up to me while I was playing a game, and he was like, "Oh, that's cool," and he was kinda, like, hyping me up, and then he, like, walked away, and, like, he came back up to me, and was like, "How's it going?" I was like, "Well, I lost," and I, like, walked over to him later, and I was like, here's some coins." So, but I kept 2 for, you know, a memento or, like, keeping in my, like, my mom said she's gonna put some in her scrapbook, but I don't know about that, but they're just little game tokens. So that's all I got from Area 15, except for the last thing I will show, but, and then, so, like I said, one day we went through, like, a couple of the casinos, and, we went to the, like, King Tut experience, and I got those stickers, but I also found this, it's like a pencil case, and I actually have, there was a different design with, like, just a sarcophagus on it, and I actually have a tin that's, like, shaped like a sarcophagus. This, the one that, that was also there was just, like, this shape with the printed on it, and I love, you know, a little tin, a little, box, a pencil case, and it actually has a bunch of my pens in it right now, but it did come with, like, some pencils. These are just, like, colored pencils, and I'm sure they're terrible, but it just says, like, discovering King Tut's tomb, and they're just, like, little colored pencils. This one's, like, just little pencils. And then, so I only saw this at, like, I only saw this at, like, these casinos, and I don't know if they did it at the other ones, but, I saw a bunch of coin press machine, and so the first one I saw was at the King Tut's thing, and so I got one, and it is, I'll try and take a better video of this, but it is like a little scarab beetle. And then they had another one, and this one, so I didn't understand how the machine worked at first, and so I wanted a specific one, but I ended up getting this Neon Museum Las Vegas one, and I was like, I don't know about that one, but, and then I actually, like, did it right, and I got the Las Vegas sign one, and I don't know, these are probably silly to buy, like, they were like $1 each, and so it's probably pretty silly to spend $1 on a penny, but these feel so nostalgic. And again, this was the day I was having a really bad day, so, I just dropped it, so I was just like, I want them trinkets and stuff. So those are in my little arcade pouch. Alright, and then at the Hello Kitty Cafe, I did get a pin. It's, you know, the classic sign, the famous Las Vegas sign with, you know, some Hello Kitty stuff. I did get a drink while I was there. I don't know if I said that, but I did get a drink. It was pretty mid. It was like some sort of like slushy, but it just kind of tasted vaguely sweet, fruity flavor, but it wasn't very, like, I don't know. It was just kind of like a sugary drink, and I got it because it was hot, and I was like, I don't know if I want coffee, like hot coffee, not even hot coffee, like cold coffee. I was like, I don't know if I want coffee or tea, because, like, if you put a lot of, like, milk in your belly and it's hot, it's like, what? Anyway, so I got, like, this slush thing. It was kind of mid, but, like, the experience was cool, so. And then my mom was like, I want a magnet for our fridge, so, we decided to pick one out, and this is the one we picked out. It's a little slot machine, and, like, it's functional, and, like, I love a miniature. They did have these in different colors, and I was gonna get the purple one for our fridge, but then I saw the gold one, and I was like, oh, well, that's perfect, right? Like, a gold slot machine. So, yeah. I wanna win. Hold on. 777. I won. Do I get very tiny coins if I win? Alright, so the last thing. So, like I said, OmegaMart was at, like, this big, like, it was a big, like, mall kind of thing. It was actually like an airplane hangar or something. But, like, it, like, envision a mall, basically. And we were walking around, and, we were, like, kind of getting ready to leave because we had to be somewhere, by, you know, by a certain time. So we had to leave because we had to Uber there. And one, I'd like to say, like, if I could ever go back to Vegas, I'd definitely go back, to Area 15. Well, maybe not definitely, but, like, I think, like, it's a cool thing, and, like, we barely did anything besides OmegaMart. We did, like, a couple experiences, and they were kind of okay. Um, and but, like, we were there for, like, most of the day, and we barely did anything. So, like, it's definitely, like, I think it's a multi-day thing personally. So, but there was a toy store, and we were just, like, getting ready to leave, and I was like, I want to go into the toy store because obviously I collect toys. And I don't tend to buy from, like, specialty, like, I thrift a lot of my toys. And, like, a lot of my toys are just, like, from, like, you know, Walmart or whatever, if I'm buying, or like TJ Maxx, like if I'm buying them new, you know, like regular stores, not like specialty toy stores, because I think they tend to be more expensive because like of like importing and like just like general skipping. I did see a couple Labubus. I saw a Lafufu stand, and I was like, oh my god. But I was like, I don't really care about Labubus. Maybe like when the hype dies down, it'd be cool to have one. But anyway, so we were walking around this toy store. I was just like, oh, like it's cool. Like they had like Calico Critters, and like they said that they had Sonny Angels, but I didn't see any. Um, and like it was kind of just like and like they had like anime stuff and like, you know, generic toy store stuff. But my mom and I were just like looking around, and I kind of like looked up on a shelf, and I was like, oh my god, they have Monchichi. And like they had a couple variants lined up, and I've really wanted a Monchichi, but again, I think they're expensive to find in the States, because of importing and stuff. And then like if you're not importing them, I mean, if you're importing them yourself, it's already expensive. Blah 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 blah. But I looked at the variants, and at the very end of all of them was the blonde one. And he is one of the ones that I've wanted. Actually, I want a bigger one, but like he was there, and I was like, oh my god, like it's the blonde one. I love him so much. And he's actually like, I truly didn't buy a lot of my souvenirs. But he is the only souvenir that I bought myself, really. I did buy some of the stuff I showed, but like a lot of it was like my grandmother bought me some stuff and my parents bought me some stuff with the promise that I would like share my stickers and stuff. But so I saw him and I was like, oh my god, I want him. It wasn't even like I didn't even like think about it. I was like, I want him. He's coming home with me. And he was kind of expensive. He was $30. But I don't know. I don't care. I love him so much. And I like again, I've said it probably 20 times. I was having a shitty time, but like I wanted a Monchichi for a while. I don't even know how long. I couldn't even tell you how long. Like a while. And it's so much like cooler to find it in person. And I just I don't know. I love him so much, and it makes it so much worth it. And like he's my little baby boy. Like look at him. Look at him. And he's the blonde one, which is the one I wanted. And I don't know, and he's so perfectly sized. So yeah, I love him. And I want to see if like, you know, like those anime dolls, like the stuffed anime dolls. I want to see if like those clothes will fit him. And I also think he needs a name. So I have a couple ideas, but I don't know if you like are if you have any ideas for a name for him, like totally put it down below. I am leaning towards like a food themed name because I like naming characters after like food or like spices. Like I have like my baby Yoda that I customized a while ago is named Peapod. And like one of my mascots is named Pistachio. And then I do have a monkey character. He's based off of Squishmallow actually. But I do have a monkey character based off of Squishmallow, and his name is Banana. So he can't be named after. Well, he can't be named Banana. Even though that would be so perfect for him. But yeah, so he was my favorite thing that I brought home with me, and I want to take him everywhere with me. And I really want one of the bag charms, the little like accessory ones. But I have a feeling this is not the last Monchichi I will buy because I love him so much. But yeah, those were my trinkets from my trip, and maybe I over consumptioned a little bit, but I don't care. It was vacation, so, and it all made it home, so that's fine. I will find a use for every single thing I brought home. But I don't know, I was not having a great time. There's a part of this video that I was going to include that I'm not even going to include. But that's whatever. Yeah, I do have some stuff to talk about with my like mini sketchbook project, but that will be filmed not right now. It'll probably be filmed while I'm at my grandparents'. So anyway, I don't know how I feel about these like haul things that I do, or like I feel like they're boring. Anyway, thanks for watching this part if you did. Alright, to cap off this video, I thought I would just do a little flip through of my mini sketchbook that I brought along with me on my trip. I did carry it around with me quite a bit, and I did, you know, get some time to use it you know, I think I was drawing a dinner or something like that one time, or for this page I was going to do a scrap a day, and I started doing that, but I only ended up doing the first day, so I like ripped it out and I had to cover that up, and I just stuck my little Blorbo jars sticker in there. This was inspired by OmegaMart. And then I did have to pull out my Mage Sona, so that says something about this trip. I don't know. I haven't drawn Mage Sona in a little while, I don't feel like. And she's a real comfort character for me, so I don't know. I think I would like to do a bigger version of this. This isn't quite how I imagined it, but it's so hard to draw on these little pages, honestly. But I don't hate it. Anyway, so that is it for my little travel sketchbook. I'm going to keep bringing it along with me. Maybe not everywhere I go, but you know, if I have some downtime, I think I will, you know, keep bringing it along with me places. Now, I did buy something to add on to this series, but that will have to be a later installment for now. I found these mini felt tip pens at Five Below, and I'm pretty sure they will fit in my little tin. Obviously not all of them, and I don't think like I would ever bring all of them with me anywhere, but so that will be a later installment for this series. Let me see if this will actually fit in a tin, in my tin. Yeah, I could probably actually fit a couple of those in the future, so yeah, stay tuned for that installment. It'll probably just be another short, but alright, thank you guys so much for watching, especially because this is like just a bonus compilation with some extra stuff added. Anyway, yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one, hopefully with some new content for you guys, something you guys haven't seen already potentially. Yeah. Bye.